Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Parking World, where I have now been let loose to build my very own car park. Last episode, I decided to delete everything in favor of going for a brand new design, which I much prefer. Today we're going to do some expansions and hopefully try and increase our rating by giving all of our customers a little bit more amenities to make them a little bit more happier when paying me cash to put their vehicle in a square. Yes, I am the parking king, baby. I am the parking king. So we're going to have a little fast forward right now. It's just gone to night time, but this is what we got set up in the last episode. I've decided to do an outdoor area, which is mainly for the mother and parent parking and disabled parking. Now, they have the easy access to the ground floor and to skedaddle out of here. I kind of created my new variation of my stairwell, which looks pretty good. We added in a few little utilities down below just to kind of build my rating up a little bit, but not too much. And we've decided how the kind of ramp system's going to be for them to get to the next floor. So with all that now in place, we have the green light to take it to the next stage. But the only thing stopping me is cash, money, moolah. So I'm just going to need to make sure that we are making profit. And I'm kind of a little bit nervous to think, that I feel like we're maybe not making profit. We might have to kind of get rid of some of our workers. We might even have to increase the prices of what people pay to park their vehicle. Now, so far today, it's a brand new day. It's 7 a.m. I've made $2,100. So I think we are making a profit, which is all good. So we're going to drop into pause for a second and hopefully do some sweet improvements. So before we get into it, guys, if you are enjoying this series so far, want to see more on how I'm going to build up this car park, then make sure you smash the like button down below. Subscribe if you are new around here so you get notified when more episodes do come out. Now, we do have a lot of parking spaces here that are currently not filled to the brim, so I'm going to focus first then, boys, on amenities. Now, in the statistics, this is my interest, my price influence, my rating influence. I want to try and increase my rating a little bit. Now, we do have ATMs, I think. I know we have snack vending machines, beverage, and coffee. I think we implemented vehicle charging. I wasn't too sure. I don't think we have because we don't have any power leading to anything, if that makes sense. I also don't have toilets. So let's try and see if we can get toilets implemented into the game. Now, I think I was going to do electric charging somewhere, but I couldn't remember where I was going to... Oh, it's here. The only thing I don't have is power connected to them. So I need to make sure that I get power connected to them and also build restrooms at the same time. So what I'm going to do, because we have our building here right now of our stairwell, it kind of makes sense either to put the restrooms right next to it, here maybe, or we integrate them with the rear of the car park, and after our spiral, we implement a section here. That might be the way to go forward. So if I just kind of quickly claim this here and just very, very loosey-goosey right now, boys, put down some concrete stuff. I've got to decide where the wall's going to be for all of this. So I've got this here. I think I'm going to get rid... Oh, not of you. Damn it, I pressed the wrong thing. Right, there you go, you're back in. Get rid of you there. So then we're going to have a wall. If I clone this and get right into it, boys, right into it right now. I need to actually get rid of the things that stop people crossing. Now, I've got to get rid of them because this is now going to set me up perfectly for all of this. So this goes all the way like that, up to there. And technically, I would then have, if I'm not mistaken, this coming out with a spiral here. So if I go out by 3, and then I have the ability to go all the way until the next spiral. So you could argue that this could be quite a big bathroom. Now, with the amount of passengers that we're going to have, we might need quite a large restroom. So I'm going to go pretty big. Oh my goodness me, I've got no cash. This is expensive. That's all I'm going to say right now. This is very expensive. So that costs us... How much did that cost us, by the way? That cost us 1,200. Right, let me just try and get enough money to pay for all of this. Right, bam, one more down. Bam, one more down. Bam, one more down. Oh my goodness me, that is ridiculously expensive right now. We're going to clone you, and we're going to then start placing down these walls, which these are 1,200 as well. Right, I'll just place these ones down for now, and just kind of keep it going. I'm hoping we're not losing too much cash, and I'm hoping we are making enough cash to turn a profit, because I don't think I'm pretty much set up right now to be able to make a lot of cash in the game. Also, nighttime's coming as well, so less vehicles are going to be arriving, which is a little bit of a negative for us. Right, bring that to there, and then we need to figure out where we want our entry points. So we've got it all set up for where the vehicles kind of come in and pretty much what they do. We have this all, I believe, up and running, if I'm not mistaken. So I've got it set up where we have the... Oh, to be honest with you, I think I might have got the positioning of all this stuff slightly wrong with the roads, but that's okay. That's okay, boys. Now, we're going to have... Oh, that doesn't need to go that far because we do have a walkway. So, where do I do the entry point? If I do 1, 2, 3, and if I do 1, 2, 3, is a double entry good enough? I might do 2 toilets, male and female. I don't know if the game kind of registers that you can do male and female. I'm not particularly too sure. But if I do that to there, so I create a little walkway down on both sides, just to make it a little bit easier to navigate into. Now, when it comes to the restroom stuff, what are the objects that I get to place down? So that would come under here. So it's basically a toilet. You can implement a privacy wall, but that's basically it. So I don't know how I'm going to set up a nice system. I could do it like... I'm not particularly too sure on how the best system would be to implement this. Like, for example, I could do a wall like this. And if I replicate it here as well, just for the idea of placing... Oh, actually, I'm going to do one... No, I feel like that's going to look a little bit ridiculous. Right, scrap these walls off. We've got wide restrooms, okay? We're going to have really, really wide restrooms. Which might seem a little bit OTT and a little bit too crazy. Yes. Yes, but that gives me enough space there, which now I'm realizing we might have this set up completely wrong. So if I clone you, and we then have parking there, we have a road, and then we have parking, parking, parking. We have a road, which will have then parking, parking, parking. So let me just get my bearings with this. So we've got a line there, road, double parking, line there, double parking. So in reality, it would go here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I feel like I might have messed up, boys. And then you'll have a double parking here. And then that will be a road. Yeah, I think I might have messed up my spacings over here. So if I scrap you, clone you, and put you down, it does mean that this is now not situated correctly. Because in reality, I've got this extra area to now work with. Now, I could extend it over by 1. And create a middle area. So if I came down and if I got rid of you, and then cloned you to put you there, and then say I got rid of you, and then move this over by 1. So now from having 2 entrances, we've gone now to 1 entrance, which is not the end of the world. It will still do what it needs to do and still kind of, you know, get the same results. It is quite a large toilet restroom area, but I need a lot of them. I'm going to need a lot of them. Now, what I've done here is a little sneaky little thing. I put down some concrete foundation pads there with my electric station, which is a way to kind of hide the utilities. I don't know if you can class that as kind of like being a bit cheaty. I don't know, but that's how we're going to do it. So if I now go to my utilities and we need a public water connection. So let me get right in and I'm going to put it just there. So that's what I utilize right now to be able to get the water to all the toilets. So if I grab the toilets then, and this is what's going to make it look slightly a little bit weird. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a lot of toilets. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a lot of toilets. Now, do I place down some privacy walls? The answer would be yes. It would be good, Soniac. It would be good. So if I just quickly run down right now with some privacy walls, which make no sense because they still need a wall on the front. They still would need that. So I don't know how this is privacy. It's privacy from the dude next to you. But it's not privacy in a sense of everything else. Now, what I could do for a bit more privacy is obviously then place down a wall here. So if I did that, there's a little bit more privacy there. But again, it doesn't really make much sense because people still walking in are still going to see you. But it could mean that I could place another row of toilets there. So then rather than... then you can be looking at the dude opposite you right now having a poopski. Right. I like it. I like it, boys. It's going to provide a lot. It's going to provide a lot. Right. We need a wall duct pipe right now. So I put one there, and one there. This will now allow me, if I get a... I need like a four-way junction, don't I? So let me get right in. So does the junction go through the wall? It's kind of hard to tell. But if I put you here, does it go through the wall? No. Okay, that's good. That's good. We need to do a... Is it now just a normal water pipe? So if I went there to there, then brought this all the way down to here... And then we take you from there to there. So I will have to come back and edit it as I add more toilets on. And then I need to do a... Well, it's not a four-way. It's more of a three-way connection I would then kind of need to do. But I don't need a clamp. Four-way. It's going to have to be like this, which is kind of going to be a little bit annoying. Well, I've just realised how many of these junctions I'm now going to need for the amount of toilets I'm placing down. I've just messed that one up there, but that's okay. So, I'm already regretting the amount of toilets I've done, but I've already just planned right now for 10 times the amount of toilets I've currently got. So, this is going to end bad. This is honestly going to end bad. We're going to have way too many toilets. Right. Ooh, this one's going to be a bit funky. Now, it can go up, which is not a problem. Oh, no. Right. So far, so good. But I'm now realising I've got to do pipes for everything. To be honest with you, you could also use the pipes as a feature. You could, like, if you did it nicely, you can use them as decoration if you kind of got them to bend over and twist and turn in certain areas. But for now, that's all you're getting. So with that said, I technically now have a restroom. Make of it as you will. Okay? Make of it as you will. But we now have restrooms. Now, I'm just going to leave them as it is. If I fast forward, does it obviously all get connected? You can see more now going green for the connection. Green for connection, baby. We're pretty much all up and running. Now, I just need to make sure that they can get to the toilet. So get rid of you. And just for now, we're going to make the no walkable zone just kind of continue down to here for the customers. Okay? So it's a very, very basic variation version of it. But it will do what it needs to do. I have the world's biggest bathroom. Which I don't know whether it's a good idea or a bad idea, to put it that way. I really do not know. Right, while we wait for daytime to come back around, we're going to place in right now more of the parking spots just up here. Get more availability, and I'm hoping now with the toilets, that's kind of going to increase my rating ever so slightly. We'll do normal parking spots here. Which, at this point right now, I'm going to be way into the 200 availability once I'm all done and dusted. Alright, to there, and then obviously we have a couple just there. Right, there we go. So once that's all confirmed for us, once that's all confirmed, I'll just wait a hot minute. Wait a hot minute, boys. There we go. They've gone green. They're all gone green. Everywhere is now gone green. We officially, boys, have 236 parking spaces in the car park. Now, these two don't work because they've technically got to go up and round to come back down. But, you know, that's on them. That's on them, boys. That's on them. But other than that, very good. Very good right now. To be honest with you, on other floors, I don't really have parking spaces there because the way it's kind of situated. But I can on that one because the way the road comes in and out. So we get away with it in a weird way. We kind of do get away with it. Right, perfect. Now, has that increased my rating by much? It's difficult to say. It is difficult to say. So toilets, price per usage. We can now charge for them to use the toilets. So, anybody going in and using those toilets? Yes, and we now get $50. $50 to use a toilet? Is that a scam? That might be the greatest scam ever. It might be. It actually might be. Right, we need to now figure out how we get in these connected to power. So, if I go for... we got to go to electricity now. And we need to set up... what is it we need to set up right now? The wall duct, electrical cable, electrical pole. Ceiling clamping is probably what I need to... no. I need like a wall clamping. Like here. So I'm going quite high on all of this. To keep the power cables away from people. So no one gets electrocuted. So let me just do this side to begin with. Alright, bring this all the way down and to there. I've got to take it all the way over there, but that shouldn't be an issue either. It shouldn't be an issue. And let me just get all the electrical cables actually set up. So you're to there, you're to there, you're to there. Okay, and then we go bam, bam, bam. Alright. Seems easy enough, right? It seems easy enough. Alright, there we go. We've got a nice little rhythm on the go now, boys. So they are now all connected by power, but they're not connected to the power right now. So I've got to figure out then what the best way is to kind of link them over to the power source over here. Now I could make it go up and around, which is not a problem, because we have this slight opening just here. I bet say they look slightly wonky, but it's the way it kind of snaps from the wall over to there. So if I go for and if I place it here, the wall duct. Because what that allows me to do is then grab you from there to go to there. So no one sees the big wire in the sky, which is pretty good. No one sees the big wire. And then what I need to do then is get a clamp. So if I put the clamp there and there, and then back to the electrical cable, bam, to here, you, to there, you, to there, I then should have this. All these are now powered. Wait, no way. No way are we earning $50 per vehicle charging. Wait, this is like infinite cash. Guys, this is like infinite cash right now. Can you change like the price of like what they're paying for this? I need to build an active ticket machine to adjust the fees. Wait, didn't I build an active ticket machine? This is an active ticket machine. Huh? Is it not like, what's the word I'm looking for? Is it not accessible? Let me clone 2 here. Hold on. So let me clone you bad boys. And electricity. Bam. 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 Maybe they're not accessible. Wait, hold on. Is none of this stuff accessible? Because it's saying none of it can be... I can't adjust any of it. Build an active EV charging. I have active EV charging. What are you talking about right now? Are you blind with this? Right, so I can now change it. Everything seems to be $50, doesn't it? If I change the price to like, if I drop my parking to 10, would that mean I start receiving more vehicles? Is it as simple as that to attract more people? Now, granted, I do make a lot less money. Like, dramatically a lot less money. But I kind of, in a weird way, don't mind making less money if it brings more people, just so I can stress test the car park. But I have to keep my eyes peeled on that. I'll have to keep my eyes peeled on if that is a good thing to do or not. Am I stuck here? Why am I stuck? What's going on here, boys? I can't go down the floor. Oh, I'm already down the floor. I'm an idiot. I'm an actual idiot. I'm an actual idiot. So just with those simple things right there, we've now officially created the ability to milk cash. Oh my goodness me. Right, the expansions are real. The expansions have now become real. So let's see how far I could take this. So I need... Right. Boom, 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 boom. How far am I taking this out? I don't think it needs to go this far. But let me just work with where we've got the park. Oh, no, that's going in the wrong spot. Actually, why am I doing it like that? I've got to put them down here anyway. Are we having a walkway? I'm not sure if we're having a walkway like we've got over here. Like again. Maybe I do it... how have I done it there? I've got the park in there. So we've got a road there. A double, a road. And it... Oh, maybe I put the... Maybe I do it here. So if I... Which is the... There we go. I couldn't find the delete button then for a second. If I get rid of all of that, clone you, and treat this as the back end of the car park for now. Wow, what happened then? We're all good, right? Why is it doing that? Why can't it... Why is it... Say it's going to snap, but it doesn't snap. Right, get all this area here set up. There we go. Beautiful, boys. Beautiful. And let me now just do my road directional stuff. So obviously this will go this way. And obviously that would continue up until whatever point. But we turn here to go down this direction. To which this goes this way. And I believe this becomes the down one, and that becomes the up one over there, doesn't it? So this will be the down one, which will lead all the way down in this direction. Which means that would run down to here. And then this would run this way. So it all comes in to lead out that way. Where I should have actually built this. Then going down. So obviously that can go across, but then this goes down this way. We're going to have to build the kind of dividers. Can I clone the dividers? Am I able to do it from this distance? Yes. Like that. Which is very good, sir. Very, very, very good. I could also get rid of that one to allow the crossover to access this area. But then again, they would be coming out of here, so that wouldn't really make any sense. The crossover happens up there, which is so much more easier. Right, that gives me my basic structure. So, I just want to clone this real quick. And then put this at the very end. Oh, okay, so it does give me the ability to actually move over a little bit more. Because I've got to feed it onto that. So this is all redundant then at this point. Right, it makes sense. It actually now is starting to make a little bit of sense. And I would have to kind of build another up and over section, wouldn't I? Yeah. I've just realised that. We have a walkway here, so I think after this spiral, I build another up section there, unless I build it here and scrap off the toilet of how wide I've made it. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll scrap the kind of the complete width of the toilet I've made and go down that road. So this walkway here then in the middle might become like an inside of a building on the bottom floor for more workers. Which in reality, I could have made it more EV charging. I didn't realise how much money EV charging was going to make us. I feel like I found a cheat code. Honestly, I feel like I found a cheat code. It's like, it felt like $50 a minute. And because they've now parked, does that mean I can change and maximize it out? Because they can't unpark until the person comes back. You get what I'm trying to say? So I've now just got a Steam achievement for having 250 parking spaces. I've got 316. That just goes to show how many I've just implemented. Damn. Damn. Right, let's go down because we can now technically remove the things that stop the people then walking. So we're going to get rid of all of these. Oh, I've just deleted the wrong thing. Right, let me get down so I can see it a little bit better. Right. So these can now all go. Just there for a hot min. We have them over here where they can't walk across, which is exactly where we need them. And then we'll need them over here. So at the minute, I'm not too bothered about it. I'm not going to be too bothered about it just yet. But in this vicinity, we do need to look at creating the foundation wall here, which is the support pillars. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't need to do it as ridiculous as I'm doing it right now. I could treat it literally as support pillars. And then have an open walkable space. So I would have then the support pillars here. Right, bam, 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 bam. There we go. So support pillars in on this side, which will obviously support this section. Then if I clone you and bring this all the way down to here, clone the path is what I like to call it. Which will go this way. And then you can now see how the structure is going to be built for the car park. Oh, this is exciting, boys. This is going to be exciting. So my next question is then, I am creating these walkable spots here, because once I get to the next floor, I'm giving them the green light to pretty much walk wherever they feel. So we'll do that in the middle there, which will then access another area here. And this whole middle section becomes walkable down the center to get to where they need to get to, which is the subway stop just over there. So I can now implement, and I've really got to kind of decide where I'm having certain car parking spaces, because places like this could be accessible for disabled. Some of these could be accessible for disabled with how close they currently are to the path, mother and parking, all that jazz. And I've got to figure out where I want more of the electric car parking, because now I've just realized actually how much cash it can generate. It's going to be a big money maker for us. So vast expansions. Am I going too big? Let me know in the comment section down below, boys, if I'm kind of going a little bit too big. But I've got 330 parking spaces. I can see this being ridiculous. Yeah, I really can see this becoming quite the ridiculous car park. Now, I just want to finalize the ground floor, which we'll do next episode. If I can finalize the ground floor next episode, then every floor going up is super easy. I've got my support structures in the middle, which is pretty good. We'll have to implement another set around here somewhere, depending on where the walkway is going to be, obviously, which probably will be here with the way that I'm going to kind of switch this all in. And then we got to build another staircase around here as well, just to make it make a little bit more sense. So we'll replicate what we've got there. And we're laughing all the way to the bank. Boys, we are building pretty big. We really are. Hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did, please smash the like button down below. Until next time, I see you all soon. So goodbye.